Guys, welcome back to more cultish action. We are in a predicament, a little bit of a predicament. Beltran, you're praying in the middle of the crafting room. Cool. So things went a bit sideways last time, and now we don't quite have a full set of people. But I mean, you start off with only like 3 people on a usual start-ish, right? So we should be fine, hopefully. We did lose the summoner, which sucks. Kevin is now doing most of the jobs because Kevin can. What's this room? -1, so everything in there will stay cold. We could do with, we're currently gonna turn orbs because honestly they're not great, but we could use the bodies. If we can get them a gun, it'll help fight off attacks, because right now we are a little bit defenseless. We've got 2 turrets, we got Kevin who's a monster, Beltran can shoot stuff, Hicklin, Hicklin, we should probably give you a gun, right? Yeah. Hicklin, I'm pretty sure you were just napping, but we're gonna give you a gun. Don't screw me over, please. Hicklin, you're pretty okay right now, right? Like, you're pretty okay. Whoa, whoa! Why have you got that mood debuff? I did not banish them, okay? They were sent on a very easy mission, okay? I sent them with plenty of weapons. I sent them with a Kodo to carry their stuff. It's not my fault they didn't make it back. Kevin nearly set on fire. That will, to be fair, if Kevin dies, that will completely screw us. That will be the end of us. So, who can cook? Beltran, you're a cook. Luckily, we've got plenty of food. For now. How many prepared meals do we have? 1. Beltran, please get cooking. You only have to feed 2 of you. Hopefully the other guys don't really particularly need to eat. That would be great if they didn't need to eat, to be perfectly honest. I mean, Meritrix doesn't need to eat. Ash doesn't need to eat. Kevin will eat you. But that's fine. And then we'll have to get Orbs into the mindset of being in a cult. Orbs, this is actually some of the best news you could get, to be fair, because you were going to be sacrificed. And honestly, we nearly sacrificed you previously. I bought all these cats so that I could sacrifice you, and it was only because we didn't have the right kind of cats that you get to live. So that could have been so much worse for you. Honestly, could have been very bad for you. We're gonna just see where everyone gets to. So we were learning power armor, which would have been good, but that's fine. We got some people coming. How are we doing on worship? We're currently watched. What we want to get to is I want to take Bast down the route of being able to actually win a game of Rimworld. This is an alternative route to winning Rimworld that you can only do as a cult. I'm pretty sure you can do it with Bast. So we're going to worship the hell out of Bast. And that's going to get us what we want. Honestly. Hopefully. It'll get us what we want sooner than is otherwise possible. It might be an idea. I'm curious if we dig a tunnel like here to here to connect this up, and a tunnel from here to here. It's not the most direct route, but it might be an idea to make it so that Kevin doesn't accidentally kill himself. Because there is a possibility that Kevin might kill himself. by walking in the sunlight. What are you currently up to, Meritrix? You're currently... Oh, you're cutting rocks. Good. But also, can we get you doing other things, Meritrix? What are you... So crafting is actually the last thing you'll do. You prioritize cleaning. That's good. That's what I was going to check. And Ash is going to prioritize hauling after mining and cutting. But that's fine. Do we have... Is anyone growing? Beltran will grow. Okay, so Beltran will cook and then grow. Currently, Beltran's going to build up our stock of food because we were, like, out of food for some reason. We have a ton of cats, but they're all walking blood bags at the minute because they're not the right kind of cats. Because what you'll find is Bast is actually kind of a catist and will only worship and bestow gifts upon certain kinds of cats. Apparently, the two kinds of cats we had at the time aren't the right kind of cats. Waddles is pregnant. Waddles is the wrong kind of cat, but that's more blood bags. If they survive to give birth. Which, honestly, I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. Kevin has got better magic. That's good for Kevin. Because, Kevin, we're trying to make you into a monster. Increase the rate mannerism covered by 5% per level. Right, we'll boost that. Decreases the mana cost of all abilities. Is that over time? A huge spider-like creature called a Junalisk, adapted to hot climates, wanders through this territory. Much bigger size than usual and is carrying a clutch of eggs on its back. This sounds for a recipe for disaster. Yeah, you're not wrong. That thing's going to create a horde of spiders. Do we send out Kevin to deal with that on his own? Restores a limb or body part lost in combat. God damn. I forgot how much of a monster Kevin was. Honestly. Bio. God, it was hiding under here. Ooh! Look at that. Kevin has full fortitude. Guarantees shrugging off 4 points of damage from all attacks. Yes, please. Increase attack cooldown. Yeah, we'll take that too. Wait. Kevin just get another point? Yeah, he did. There we go. 10% decrease to attacks. Oh, and he's even finished his research. Oh my god. Advanced fabrication. Shield belt. Shield belt would actually be pretty damn good on Kevin, because Kevin's going to get all up in their face and rip them to pieces. He's going to be able to shrug off some of the bullets anyway, because Kevin is a monster, literally. But if we could just increase the amount of damage that he can get rid of, that would be pretty cool. Misaki! Oh my god, these cats are breeding like rabbits. To be fair, I think cats are pretty bad for that too, anyway. Hicklin. Hicklin. You have just told me that you have no work. Because you will construct. Then you'll smith, tailor, art. Why aren't you arting? I gave you a table for art. Make monstrous feline sculpture. Just keep doing that. That gives you an option to just keep doing stuff, right? Oh, whoa, Hicklin. Details. We want to do this out of stone, please. Let's get rid of the steel. We're not going to do it out of steel or silver. Or plasteel, mushroom stalks, hardened tortoise. Stone blocks. You'll do it out of all stone blocks. Not out of silver, not out of steel, not out of uranium, not out of titanium. Not out of wood either. Not out of bone, because we don't really have any bone, or bonecrete. You're going to just keep collecting the steel and do this one out of steel, aren't you? How are we doing on steel? Is steel something I can afford to let you do this once? Yeah. Well, I'm going to let him do it because he's already committed to it. But after this, please only use store blocks. Oh my god, it's like a representation of outside right now. It was sunny most of the day. Not hot, because this is England. But it was pretty sunny, and then I left work, and bam. Suddenly, torrential rainfall. Like, just torrential. And it's kind of stopped again at the minute. But it's going to get bad again. We know that. Oh, we have some visitors. One of them is a slave. One's a trader. But why would they send a slave on holiday? Unless it's because they've heard of us and they want to get rid of us. Wooden butcher table. Yeah, you are set to butcher. Oh, it's because you're still just building a stockpile of food. I'm okay with that. Just keep building a stockpile of food. Hicklin will just keep doing stuff occasionally and then go finish that. Yeah, Hicklin, what are you doing? Cutting stone. Because your priority is on crafting. Ah. We're going to micromanage you. Right now, you're making art. Make this a glorious place. How are you doing? How are you prisoner-wise doing? We could just reduce resistance into the ground and then take you, but we could also try take one of these people. But if we do that, is Kevin just going to tear them apart? They've got a bow. They've got nothing because they're already a slave. Can you imagine getting a holiday as a slave and then having to go, like, getting taken again as a slave by another colony? I suppose their workflow wouldn't change that much. They'd still be a slave. When you look at that, that's a lot of steel. Like, that's a genuine amount of steel right there. It's a good stockpile of steel. It's a shame that we're so screwed. Right, bills. Add a bill. What can we make? Make cat armor. Cat armor makes sense, right? 120 ingredients. Should we make cat armor? Or is that armor made out of cats, or is that something that's going to give me defense? You're not going to tell me, are you? Huh. So we do, I think, need armor at this point. We can make advanced helmets. So ingredients is 10 components. That gives you 7 components and 1 computer components. Interesting. Frag grenades, LMGs. Doesn't tell you any of the stats for these. Electric Webley revolver, McFrumbo gear, warg armor, cat of prey armor. 60 ingredients and 100 steel. Yeah, so that requires cat flesh. Interesting. A sniper rifle. Let's make a sniper rifle. See what that's like. We can always just replace one of the regular rifles with a sniper rifle. But that would be good because the enemy don't really get to shoot down here, but we'd be able to hit them. We've got more ambrosia sprouting. Ambrosia. It's going to end up with a lot of ambrosia, which we don't particularly want right now, but that's fine. You're currently another 22 days and you're going to split. Question is the split friendly too? I hope so. So that would be really good for us. I think. Other than that, what do? Use mass produce. I love that it's blood level. Hey, you're finally cutting up the corpses. That's a nice fridge. Wish my fridge looked like that. We got fire, but that's fine. Ash is just going to dump that there because reasons. Beltran, I appreciate that you're trying to put the fire out, but honestly, you didn't really need to. They finished worshipping, and Kevin's now doing that. Interesting. 7.5. Yeah, they're in a low mood. That's because I put them in a horrible place. But, honestly, that's fine. Are we actually running out of power? Are we starting to... Why are we starting to run out of power? That's probably been infuriating someone this entire time, but I'm going to leave that there. Because I'm an ass. And Kevin is just researching. Researching into the night. Kevin lives a lonely life. Bill is sleeping. Sammy the slave is out here. Where are you Oh, you're rebuilding the traps. Nice, Ash. Nice. That's a good call. And we will have restocked some of our bones. That's why you're doing it. We've restocked some bones because we chopped up those animals. Oh. Yeah, I'm on top of all this. I know exactly what my cultist colonists are doing. The cultist colonists. Cultish? Cultish colonists? Yes. Yeah, there is a little room here. There's probably nothing in that little room, but there's a little room here. We could expand that slightly. Yep, Hicklin, build this up for us. Build us the traps. We want to be prepared. Really enjoyed their stay. Yeah, they did. They will visit again in a few days. Oh, nice. And that gets us some money. And we want to produce more money because then when people come visiting, you know, we're prepared. We can buy things from the space stations. Maybe like slaves. Maybe we need to buy some people to work for us. Because currently we're not... I'm not happy with how few people we have. And honestly, it wouldn't have been that bad if we hadn't have got blindsided by that other treasure group. Wasn't expecting that. And all of that gear and also the magic users. Well, we lost a summoner, we lost a polymorpher, we lost a tech dude who got a really cool turret. Preacher is unavailable. Why is Kevin unavailable? Kevin is currently holding a sermon by going outside and drinking a tiger. Are you the brood mother? Yeah, that's the clutch mother. It's currently injured. It's gonna die in 23 hours. We didn't have to do anything. It did leave some babies. We should probably deal with the babies. We finished the worship. And we're still currently watched. But I think a couple of things. We can get everyone in cultist robes. Might start tailoring to do that. And also we get these statues out there. Hicklin will carry on doing that. He has been chipping away at that. Pun intended. Hicklin has been chipping away at that statue. And then we will be able to pretty up this place. Also, we'll be able to put some in like the other places and people will be happier. They will genuinely be happier than they currently are. Vampire sunlight, yeah, that's fine. We have a ton of elephants out here, but a group of travelers from the Trobo Forest. You guys don't want to trade, do you? What are you? Well, I didn't mean to click you, but you're a psychopath. Underground or abrasive. You're a monk. Oh, they're good at melee. You get melee chances. A monk would be good for knocking people out, to be fair. Ooh, a monk vampire would be great, actually. But necromancer kind of goes more with vampire for me. It's all about dead stuff, right? And that's fine. Just tidy up Meretrix. You haven't tidied up any of this, but that's fine. Get that hold. Get that mind. And life goes on, even though we lost so many people. 5 hours left for that, that's fine. 14 days for that. You want to sleep with Belt? Oh! Hicklin and Beltran are a pair. The title is The Black Kate. What? This furniture is engraved with a depiction of a triangle surrounded by stars. The image contrasts failure with chaos. Cool. Reassign. There we go. It's not weird to give you the love bed of the other people who are dead, is it? That's fine. We have so many beds that aren't in use. That's just how bad the murder got. Like, we have... Literally none of these beds are in use. We have 4 beds that aren't being used now. Wow. That's a hell of a walk. Animal needs rescue. Kevin! Everybody come in. Have a seat. Have a seat for the sermon. We're still being watched. We're progressing. Oh, Orbs is going to join us soon. We're going to have to replace the people we lost in the war. Are you still dying? Yeah, 8 hours. Egg progress, 100%. Progress stopped until fertilized. Interesting. To be fair, this would have been a lot worse if we didn't have zombies working for us. Genuinely would have been a lot worse if we didn't have zombies working for us. We have a lot of blocks. Resistance has been broken. Recruitment attempts will begin. Pulse-charged munitions. And then we'll upgrade people's guns to much better. So we have the resources. This is probably one of the most resource-rich colonies I've ever had at this kind of time. We would have been great if we hadn't just killed people. Whose birthday is it? Kevin has reached the biological age of 132. But he's immortal, so he doesn't care. God, I wish I was immortal sometimes. Only sometimes.